The mountains of Colorado, the beaches of California, the vastness of Texas. All of that is on the ice in Pittsburgh at the 84 Lumber Arena. Robert Morris University's men's hockey team has every direction of the United States on its roster.
Actually, it's right outside Denver, right up on the front range of the mountains, the Rocky Mountains. So, I mean, it's like half hour to the city, a half hour up into the mountains. Probably 5 minutes from the rink I learned to grow up with. It's tiny, tiny, freezing cold rink that no one really knows anymore. Mostly used for beer league games, but learned to skate there. And then moved organizations once I kind of outgrew that one.
Temecula is in Southern California. It's in between San Diego and LA. And it started off as kind of a small town. It's grown a lot lately. They're pretty famous for the vineyards. We have a lot of vineyards out there. And
it's kind of outside of Dallas, like 35 minutes away. I actually live in Carrollton, which is kind of like a smaller suburb, I guess, of Louisville.
How did you start playing hockey, especially in Southern California?
Yeah, I started off playing soccer, and then I was riding a horse at my dad's work, and I fell off and broke my leg. And then when I was healthy, the only sport that had room was hockey. And my parents figured they needed to put me in something, so yeah, I started playing roller hockey. And then that slowly progressed, and then I made some friends that played ice hockey, went to a birthday party, skated on the ice, loved it, and then decided to give ice hockey a try.
I was actually the only kid in my high school that played AAA hockey. So it was kind of, at high school I was one kid, and then at the rink I was a hockey kid. So it was cool to get that feel where at high school I could go. I played on the lacrosse team at my high school. So I was able to have like just a normal high school experience without the hockey side attached to it.
I'd have to miss a lot of school for hockey. I did external PE, which was, I took 3 classes, and then my 4th class was I would leave and we had practice at 4, so I'd have to race over to the rink. But I mean, everyone played other sports or like had extra time to hang out with their friends, but I was mostly would have to rush to practice, and then mostly every other Friday and Monday I'd miss school.
What initially put Robert Morris on your radar?
For me, it was, you know, I wanted to go somewhere that it wasn't big enough to where I would get in and have to wait to play. I wanted the opportunity to come in and kind of earn my spot. But having said that, I also wanted to go somewhere that was competitive, somewhere that looked like they were progressing. And so I did some research and kind of looked at the incoming classes, and Robert Morris was definitely one of those that fit what I was looking for.
Workman came and talked to me after the game and just said he was interested. And then I went to the NHL Prospects Tournament halfway through the season, and I talked to Scully, and I was talking to both of them on the phone for about a week, and then they offered me.
So if you could go back to your childhood and maybe choose a different sport, whether it was lacrosse or any other sport, would you have done it?
No, I definitely would have stuck with hockey. Love it more than any other sport there is. Yeah, I miss skiing, I miss the mountains, I miss hiking and all that stuff, but there's nothing like getting on the ice and playing a game.
I don't know, I tried to play football one year and I was a wide receiver, and I just kind of stood there, and it was boring. It didn't like please me, I guess. And I don't know, hockey's just, you're moving all the time and you gotta make plays, move your feet at the same time. And
yeah, I definitely would. I mean, I played a lot of sports. I rode dirt bikes growing up. I mean, there's nothing quite as fast and as exciting as hockey, so that's one of the reasons I love it so much.
Hockey isn't just Canada. It isn't just Minnesota, or New England, or North Dakota. It's not limited to geographic barriers. The sport crosses borders and lives in the heat of Texas and California and the landscape of Colorado, just as it does in Moon Township.